Good morning, my dear health seekers. Inga from Health Origins here. So today I'm from my Health Origins Centre here in Newcastle in Gosforth. And I wanted to talk to you about importance of detoxing our bodies. So in this world, there's a lot of toxins that surround us everywhere. They're in the air, thinking of chemtrails, of obviously all the exhaust fumes and the rest of it. They're in the food, the industry's putting all the additives and all of the toxins in the food. So if you eat packaged foods with lots of added ingredients, you ingesting toxins. There's some hidden toxins in food, like glyphosate in wheat. So if you haven't, heard me talk about this, I absolutely advise and recommend eating only organic bread products, bread and pasta. So anything that's wheat or rye kind of related, opt for organic, because otherwise you'll be ingesting glyphosate or your Roundup. So because there's a practice that all the big farmers do is to spray the crops just before harvest. I think they spray them in between as well, but the main spray is just before the end of, before harvesting. They spray all their wheat or other grains, crops, just so that, the stalk dries up, and that so when they're harvesting the grains at the same time they can roll the hay bales, so it saves them time, it saves them money. However, glyphosate or Roundup chemical herbicide ends up, or pesticide, sorry, I think it's a pesticide, it ends up in our breads and pastas. So if you're eating bread or pastas, definitely opt for organic. You can buy some in some supermarkets here in UK. Sainsbury's have organic bread range that they sell. There's some organic wraps we find, wholemeal wraps as well. And there's organic pastas. Or if you can't find in your supermarket, just look online. There's a local shop that we go to in Seaton Delaval, Food for Thought. They make organic breads here in the northeast. But just look for organic bread and pasta options where you are to avoid that toxin to your body. Then other toxins are in our water. So in some areas in UK, unfortunately, they fluoridate the water. We are the lucky ones here around Newcastle that we get some fluoridated areas. Lucky. So they say it's for our own good. It's for the teeth health, you see. However, it's absolutely nonsense. There's no, true backed science that fluoride helps teeth health whatsoever. And even if it did, it's a neurotoxin and it bioaccumulates in your body. So why would you want to put it in a drinking water that you keep on drinking and, it accumulates in your body? It's in water in such amounts that, if you're making baby formula for your baby from the water and milk powder, right, you are overdosing your baby with fluoride if you're in, water fluoridation area. And it's not the fluoride that people think it is. It's not the natural fluoride. You say, oh, well, there's fluoride naturally in some waters when you get like water bottles. They say, oh, there's fluoride naturally in water, so it must be fine. Well, naturally occurring fluoride is a different type of fluoride, because the fluoride they add to our water is the fluoride. It's like a waste product. I forgot the long name. There's a long name to it, but it's a waste product from making fertilizer, and it's too toxic to put in our riverways or oceans, right? So, they thought, what? We know what we'll do. We'll sell it to the government to put in our drinking water, and we'll solve two problems. Get rid of toxic waste and improve people's teeth. You know, it's it's so ridiculous. It does not improve your teeth. It actually, you know, detrimentally affects your body. It calcifies your pineal gland. For those of you that are spiritual, you know what I mean and how important it is. So yeah, it calcifies your pineal gland. So you know, kind of are a bit more subdued. You're not as sharp. You kind of don't have your intuition telling you about what's good and bad for you. Just keeping us docile, basically, fluoridating water supply. Yeah, so to avoid that, use, you know, filters like Zero Water, filter that filter out all the fluoride and all the chemicals, basically any kind of solid. So if you filter, or there's reverse osmosis also filters, or also you can do this water distilling. So if you use those methods, you know, just add a pinch of salt to your drinking water, or just a couple of flakes of salt when you're drinking water, and that will kind of make sure that you're getting the minerals that you need as well. You know, because obviously all the minerals are taken out in those processes that I said, you know, distilled, osmosis, and Zero Water. They kind of pretty much take out all the mineral solids, you know, all the negative particles, but also some positive ones as well. And it's, you know, minerals are so important for our bodies. So yeah, just adding a couple of flakes onto your tongue of salt, sea salt, and drinking water, and just putting some in your, you know, distilled or filtered water, then that adds those minerals back in. So yeah, so important to you know, try and prevent all the toxins coming into our body, but some are inevitable, like chemtrails, for example. Some people still don't believe that's an actual reality and real thing, the chemtrails. But yeah, just lift your head up and see how different the cloud formations of the chemtrails are, and natural fluffy cloud is completely two different things. And you can see it coming out of the planes, you know. It's clear to see for everybody, but still some people still don't believe that. They do it, and government don't actually hide it anymore. They actually, you know, tell you in, you know, if you Google it and see what's aerosol, what is it, aerosol something injections, forgot the full name, aerosol injections. So if you have a look online, they basically tell you that they spray these particles into the atmosphere, right, to then reflect sun rays, apparently from supposed global warming, which is another massive hoax as well, right? Or now they call it climate change, because it's not quite warming, you know, or it's not as warming as rapidly as they were trying to show to us, to prove us. So now they call it a climate change, right? But the climate is always changing. That's the biggest lie, right? Climate goes in these cyclical up and down movements. So now we're an up movement, right? So climate is naturally warming, not because of the CO2 levels, you know, that they're trying to prove, or any, you know, or any of these things. We kind of can affect it very, very minutely. The planet is just going through a natural warming cycle, and it just goes by different thousands of years, right? So yeah, so that's their lie, and they've been perpetrating that lie onto people, and then that's why people don't believe that, you know, in the chemtrails. But they're not even hiding. Like I said, have a look. Stratospheric aerosol injections, they're called, right? So have a Google for it, and you'll see in Wikipedia and everywhere, they actually openly admit stratospheric, you know, aerosol injections. They inject some, you know, particles, chemicals or whatever into the air to reflect supposedly the sunlight, to prevent, you know, the global warming or climate change, or help for the sun not to heat the planet too much. But this is so ludicrous, right? This is so anti-life, because we need sun for our crops to grow. We need sun for vitamin D. You know, people have been deprived, especially through winter. People need more vitamin D. So So yeah, me and my husband have been going to sunbeds, maybe 5 minutes a week. We don't overdo it like anything, obviously if you overdo it, it can damage your skin and things like that. But that's the best way to get vitamin D. It's actually a hormone, not a vitamin, but anyway, let's call it a vitamin D for just the clarity. You get it through the sunlight. So yeah, so in wintertime here in UK, in the northern hemisphere, people don't get enough natural sunlight, so that's so important for humans, right? And they are blocking it with these chemtrails, right? This aerosolic stratospheric injections. It's just horrendous. So anyway, some of the toxins we can't avoid, and that's why we need to detox our bodies. So there's a few ways you can detox the bodies. So a really, really good everyday, way to kind of help detox your body is eating lots of greens, because greens have a lot of chlorophyll and they have these natural nutrients and natural compounds to help detox any toxins from your cells, and especially if you eat a lot of fiber with it, which is your plant foods, green plant foods, then the toxins get absorbed into the fiber and carried away in your bloodstream, and from your digestive tract. Okay, so that's one way, eating a lot of greens and green juicing. So I since I did my 14-day juice cleanse, I've adopted having a green juice every day, green or red. I sometimes add beetroot, which is also so good for your blood and everything and nutrition. So yeah, so green or a red juice with lots of greens juiced and celery. I'll link above and down below my green juice recipe, just a basic recipe: cucumber, celery, apple, like not too sweet, or whichever apple, and some greens, so that's like a really, really detoxing juice you can have every day as a vitamin boost, as a detox as well. Also, another way to detox is through the skin. So we had an incredible group of people enjoying an overnight session. We had a solstice session last night, summer solstice. We've greeted summer solstice here, and people, slept overnight here. We did the first time, we did it just on the chairs. We were going to just do either camping, with the sleeping bags or whatever, because normally in our room, we rent the room out. Here in Health Origin Centre in Gosforth, we have 4 single beds. You can rent the whole room out and have it Airbnb with some healing properties, if you like, because this technology, EE system technology, kind of recharges your body, right? And it also helps you detox. So that's another beautiful way you could do this. So yeah, so normally we rent the room kind of for individuals to rent the whole room. It's £400 per night, and then you can have 4 single beds, and you can bring another, inflatable bed. So it's up to 5 people that it comfortably fits normally. But we did 8 people last night. And actually it worked. People slept on these recliner chairs that you see behind me. And they said they were quite comfortable. So we had this overnight session, but it's so important. So this technology behind me, energy enhancement system, not only it recharges the cells for more energy, vitality, and that your body can then heal itself much quicker and more efficiently, whether from physical or psychological, emotional ailments, right? So it can help with actually depression, anxiety, and other mental issues, as well as physical things. And you can look on our website more details and testimonials of what it helped people with. So it's healthorigincenter.com, and link down below for you. You can have a look. And also, if you look on eesystem.com website, if you're not in UK or not in northeast of UK, in other country, you can have a look at the nearest energy enhancement center near you. But I'll link down below. But Yeah, so this system helps detox. However, to help get it out of your body afterwards is so important and vital to actually have a detox bath. So we sell the detox bath salts here. The basic version of this you can make at home as well. It's 2 cups of sea salt, 2 cups of bicarb soda, and 1 cup of either borax or borax substitute. In UK, borax is banned. Surprise, surprise, like any good things, it got banned because it's actually helping people, because it's safe enough to actually even eat. People eat it in small doses for different things, arthritis and different things. But here you go, anything good is being banned. So you can't, or it's very hard to get actual borax in UK. So for these baths, you can actually use borax substitute. So I've asked EE System team, Dr. Sandra Rose Michael, and she confirmed it's fine to use that instead of borax. So borax substitute you can buy on Amazon, or I think in B&M they sell them as well. So 2 cups of sea salt, 2 cups of bicarbonate of soda, and 1 cup of borax substitute. So that's the basic mix for the bath. You can then add further, some bentonite clay. So half a cup of bentonite clay, couple of tablespoons of ginger powder, couple of tablespoons of green matcha powder. So that's the additions, and then some essential oils, a few drops of essential oils. So that is like a full kind of recipe. I'll link down below as well a recipe that Dr. Sandra Rose Michael recommends, for these bath salts. But yeah, bath salts are so important, especially after EE System session, because it starts the whole detoxing process, right? Your body, once the cells are fully charged at optimal levels, then it starts healing and detoxing itself, right? So having one of the detox baths afterwards, it's so important, because our skin is the biggest elimination organ of all, right? So we've got a few ways to eliminate toxins from our system is by our breath. So we breathe out some things, stale air and some bacteria, some whatever, whatever's no longer serving us. So breathing out. Then we've got lymphatic system. Okay, we've got obviously our urination and our defecation systems, and we've got our skin, which is your sweat, sweat glands. So when you're having a hot bath, your pores of the skin open up and you sweat out more toxins. Basically, the toxins get out of your body much faster and quicker, more efficiently. So definitely recommended to do these detox salt bath, even if you haven't done the EE System session, which I recommend you try if you haven't, because it's just great, for just relaxing and getting into that zone and giving yourself a couple hours of this peace and tranquility. But even if you haven't, had the EE System session, it's still quite important to do a detox every so often, just to help your body to get rid of the toxin load that we get bombarded with every single day. And also there's different things that you can take, like some clay, zeolite clay, for example, that you can take daily, with your food or your water to help kind of detox your digestive tract as well. From all the toxins we get in our body. So there's a few different suggestions for you to keep on detoxing your body so it can function properly, because our bodies are amazing. They're such amazing healing machines. That's why we say the EE System does not heal you. It's still your body that does the healing. The EE System we have in our center just provides this healthy, energetic environment without any radiation, EMFs, and anything else. It's just such a healthy charging environment that charges your cells up optimally, like they're supposed to, 70 to 100 millivolts. And then your body can do its natural healing and repairing processes and detoxing processes as it's supposed to. So yeah, so if you haven't tried the EE system before, definitely, you know, either come to our center if you're in Northeast UK, or go to other centers if you're in other parts of the world, but definitely would recommend trying them out. Like I said, I'll link all the details, you know, for the centers down below. And as always, you know, remember, food is fuel. So it's important what you put in your body. However, it's also important to make sure you detox constantly because of all the toxins all around us, and taking care of the water you drink as well. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and subscribe for more healthy lifestyle tips like this, and also plant-based recipes that I put on. Until next time, guys.